Welcome to Secura Law Experience. I'm Luis Elizalde, founder of Secura Law. I'm here with
Stephanie de la Millar.
And Eduardo Borgar.
And in this episode, we have a great guest that is Ella Bertoni from Remax Mazal in Tulum. So she came all the way to Playa del Carmen to be here today, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. You know, when we met in the Bacal, it was Bacal, right?
Yes.
No, I think it was before, but let's say Bacal. And I said, hey, she will be great guest in the podcast. So we made the invitation. It took like 1 month to come.
Yes, about 1 month.
She's
you guys are very busy.
No, you're a busy woman. That's good. You have a lot of sales. That's amazing. And that's great that you are here. Let's start wherever you want.
Okay, we can start with Remax.
Perfect.
My office is in Tulum, in Plaza UNAB, but I would like to talk a little bit more about the brand, the general brand, the Remax
Sure.
brand, if you guys like. And
of course.
Why I choose Remax? Remax is international brands. I'm sure your public, at some point they saw a Remax office somewhere in the world. We are present in 111 countries, and it's more than 50 years in the market as a brand. So it's a very solid brand in United States, in Canada, in Mexico, and many parts of the world, 111 countries. So
wow.
It's a very well-known brand, and what gives security to our final customer.
Good.
We have...
Sorry, where exactly is your office?
The office is in Plaza UNAB, in Avenida Cobá, in Tulum.
Okay.
So if you go to, it's the main avenue that goes to the Hotel Zone, Parque del Jaguar, the Jaguar Park.
Yeah.
So you go down to that road, there is a plaza called Juna.
Okay.
And we are inside the plaza. So
amazing.
Please come and visit us.
Of course, we're going to do it. Amazing. So, Remax. You decide Remax for all these reasons that you are saying?
Yeah, this is a part of it. And then, of course, the final customer, what the people want, they want legal certainty and they want a good service. That's it. They don't want to buy problem, right?
So of course.
We, as the broker owner, we give the best training to our real estate agents, and also we do supervise every single operation. So in my company, I am the CEO and the director.
Yeah.
But also I have a team leader that she has many years of experience, and she supervises every single operation with the real estate agents. So we make sure that we do the things properly and we do it with legal certainty. And of course, this goes together with a good law firm like you guys.
Thank you.
Of course. But this is very important because it's a very important point. Sometimes people want to get a lawyer from their own hometown, or my uncle is a lawyer, my husband is a lawyer, they are not from here. Even Mexico City lawyer. Is not to talk bad about that, but I think, and you guys should confirm me, that they need to be from Quintana Roo, from the state of Quintana Roo, and specialize in real estate. Is that correct?
Totally agree with you, because you don't know if we came from Mexico City years ago, and when we realized that it's a very different way. Of course, the Mexican law is federal and everything, but every state had their own customs. Yeah, exactly. Or the way to work, and the legal system. So, for example, in Quintana Roo, the public registry is very important. In other states, it's not the same. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you come from Monterrey, Guadalajara, Mexico City, and you say, hey, we have to do the due diligence in the public registry, they don't care really. No. They don't understand the importance of the public registry.
The fideicomiso.
Exactly. The
fideicomiso doesn't exist in Mexico City or San Miguel de Allende, for example. Exactly. They even though they have many foreigners coming in, there is no fideicomiso like it is here. So when they hear fideicomiso, they hear as a trust, as an administrative trust, and we have a very specialized one that if they are not familiar, Eduardo had a case that they made a whole complication because of the fideicomiso that in practice is really easy. Here.
And they try to ask for the tax ID of the fideicomiso. That is very normal in Mexico City when they were that kind of fideicomiso, but this fideicomiso is for the restricted zone. So You
so
know,
simple that it's very unique.
exactly, and they don't understand that, so they can complicate the transaction. You know about that.
Yes, and forget about when they wanna get a lawyer from United States. It's like, okay, no, this is not gonna work.
But you know,
you really need somebody.
it's easier. Sometimes we feel like it's easier with the Canadian or United States lawyers because they are aware that they don't understand the law.
Okay.
So they say, okay, send me everything. I'm gonna review it, but the expert are you.
Yeah, no,
So-
but you work together with
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Not the client just with their lawyer from their hometown, USA or
Yeah,
Europe
yeah.
or something. It's not possible. They
Yeah,
cannot know
exactly.
the law. If they work with you, that's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So we strongly suggest and we really make emphasis on you have to get a lawyer from here. It can be the lawyer I suggest or the lawyer you want. We cannot obligate to use any kind of lawyer, but please, yes, we need to close the operation with the lawyer. Check the contract. We check as well. As a real estate advisor, we are trained to know a little bit, but we didn't do 5 year school as a lawyer. I mean, this
Yeah.
is the reality. So
Of course.
everybody do their own job in the best possible way, and then we close together. And this is to make the best out for our final customer. They don't want to buy any problems, and this is like super important step.
Totally.
So basically, that's the why Remax, and also why we work with the structure, with the team leader supervising every operation. We give a lot of training to the real estate agents, but still we tell them you are not a lawyer. So this is a very important part. I think.
That is a mindset that it has given you the opportunity to be in the industry for over 5 years.
Yeah, well,
No,
10
more,
years.
10 years.
10
yeah.
years.
With Remax?
Yes. Well, I did independent job. I did different ways, and 4 years and a half ago, I opened my own Remax office in Tulum.
Good.
So we
Amazing.
are about to do 5 years, and I think in a business, when you pass the 5 years, you are safe. They say. So
Yeah.
let's say.
Kinda. No, but to give you some basis, some foundation in what that you already working on that. So 5 years is a really good goal to get, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna get it very easy. Not that easy, I think. Every business has complications, but let me ask you something. How did you arrive to Playa del Carmen? To Playa del
Okay.
Carmen, to Quintana Roo, Tulum. Let
Yes.
us know a little more about Ella Bertoni.
Okay. Well, I arrived 20 years ago in 2005.
Okay.
And I arrived in Playa del Carmen.
Okay.
So I landed just 3 days before Wilma, the Hurricane Wilma. If you
Okay.
remember, that one
Wow.
was three days non-stop hurricane
Yeah,
in
was
the
crazy.
area. Was a pretty strong one, especially.
It was
Yes.
stationed here. It wasn't moving, just there, destroying. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty strong. And when I arrived, I arrived from Italy. Of course, I traveled before, but I had no idea about hurricanes. And I start to see everybody put the wooden protection on the window. And I was like,
What's
okay,
going
they
on?
don't have a door to close, or what's going on? Wilma is coming. Who's Wilma?
Yeah, for sure. Of
Well, I realized pretty quickly that there was a hurricane. We need to protect. Anyway,
Where are you? Are you were in an hotel? Or?
Yeah, we just arrived. We were in hotel,
Wow.
in a little hotel in the centro. I think was between the 5th and the 10th, on the 6th or something like that.
Okay,
It was a little hotel, maybe still open, and at the end we were safe. Everything
Okay,
was
that's
okay.
good.
But that was like, okay, welcome to Mexico. Anyway, apart from that, I arrived with my first husband, and we decided to come here for diving in the cave. So totally different world.
Okay, yeah.
We wanted to, we were a cave diving instructor, and we did dive in the caves in northern Italy and also Florida. But Mexico was like La Mecca of cave diving, La Mecca of cenotes.
Sure.
And also Mexico, what about the culture, the food? I mean, it was like super attractive. Okay, let's go to Mexico.
But you cannot say nothing about food. Come on. Italy.
Well, in Italy we have good food. Yeah,
Yeah.
But here also you guys
Yeah,
have
exactly.
very
We
good
have-
and various food. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, we arrived thinking to stay 2-3 years. We didn't think to stay just for the season. We think, okay, we're gonna stay 2-3 years and enjoy the caves, and then let's see. And here we are, 20 years later. I'm still here.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, and but of course, since the moment we step in Quintana Roo, Of course, we love the country, we love the caves, we love the beach, everything.
Of course.
But also, from the first day, we start to see that the real estate was growing. Playa del Carmen 20 years ago,
Totally.
still was not the Walmart open, still was not Sam's, still was not
Yeah,
Centro
exactly.
Maya open, and we saw all of that, and we were like, wow, this is really great real estate opportunity. So we start to do little investment right away. After 1 year, we bought our first condo in Puerto Venturas.
Okay.
There was a pre-sale 20 years ago or 19 years ago. There was like, wow, super adventure, no? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys arrive in Mexico and do a pre-sale at the time was even more like,
Yeah, no-
people were more scared than now because we didn't know so much about pre-sale, at least from Italy, no?
No,
So-
everybody. Pre-sale was crazy. The boom of the pre-sale was after 2005 for sure.
Exactly.
So, wow.
So,
Okay.
see, we got that one first, and was through a fideicomiso because we just arrived. We didn't have the Mexican company, and the more safe way was a fideicomiso. We did, everything was good. The pre-sale actually was
Went
very
well.
good, went well, no problem. And then we start from there. But basically, since the moment we arrived, I was connected with real estate, at least for me. Then we start to help our friends, the cave divers, fellows, and some friends from Italy wanna buy, okay? And we start to do a little bit of real estate in that
Okay.
way with friends.
Okay.
But of course, during the years, I see, okay, this is a better business than cave diving. Cave diving okay, cave diving is very good hobby, but
Yeah.
business-wise, okay, real estate was very interesting, and I enjoyed. I enjoyed to do it for myself. I enjoyed to see my friends getting properties and lands and enjoying the building, everything. No,
When you sell and you close and they are happy, I think from my point of view, it's one of the best experience or the best feelings when you already close and they are happy and they're enjoying the house or the condo, whatever they buy, and and you help. Sometimes it's a dream for them, and you help them. It's a really good feeling when everybody's happy. I love that. That's the reason I think it's the same for you when you said
Totally.
that the real
Totally.
estate is business-wise is really good, but that emotion or that feeling in that moment,
Satisfaction.
exactly with the clients, is amazing from my point
Yeah,
of view.
because it's the same as we feel when we bought it first time. I still remember my first real estate advisor here.
Exactly.
I still remember
How it
that
was?
experience. Was very, very good experience. Very smooth. Everything went well. She also suggested a lawyer at the time. The lawyer treat us well and tell us the truth. Okay, you're buying in pre-sale. You have some risk, but the builder is well known, and so we had really. I was super lucky, and I was super happy with the service and the security she gave me. Like she told me the truth at the moment. Okay, pre-sale you have a risk, but this is a well-known builder, and you're buying in Puerto Venturas, and Puerto Venturas in front of the golf course cannot be bad investment, etc., etc. And at the end, we decided to do it. We knew the risk, we knew, and that's the same as we try to do with our clients.
Good.
Tell the truth.
That's
yes,
important.
you maybe have a risk, but it's a control risk because this, because that, or no, this builder is not known. We suggest something else. So
Or
it's-
that builder is not known, but they have all the documents until now. So
Exactly,
the risk is
exactly.
lower, still risk, but it's lower,
Yeah, it's calculating the risk and tell the truth. You cannot tell a lie to the clients. We
They
have
will
so
know.
many things we can sell here that if the clients is not safe, why would you sell something is not safe?
Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. And that's good because it's the way that you are building your brand right now. Or Remax, okay, it's a big brand, but now you are the head of that brand right now here in Tulum.
Yes, exactly. And every office is owned by different owners. And of course, you are under the same brand, but you as a broker owner, you can decide how to really
Exactly.
make the
The
business.
difference.
Exactly.
That's good. That's good. Do you want to do the normal questions?
Well,
Oh, what is the normal question?
the Eduardo specialty. No, I would like to ask now, when did you decide to make the jump to Tulum?
Okay.
At one point you saw, hey, this is gonna be a replicate of what happened in Playa del Carmen.
Exactly. The year I decided to make the jump was 2008.
Wow,
We were
3
in.
years after.
Yes,
So
yes,
quick.
because 2008, 2009, because we got the apartment in Puerto Venturas, but we were going every day for cave diving in Tulum.
Okay.
And Tulum in 2008, 2009, literally
Nothing.
Was nothing.
3 roads and like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
so much.
It was still part of Playa. I
Yeah,
mean, of
yeah.
the municipality.
Yeah, there was not a
was
municipio
no
in Tulum.
municipality yet.
Correct. It was Solidaridad. So we got a land in Tulum, and the story of the land was that we wanted to get a classical foreigner dream is to have a big land in the jungle and live out in the jungle and wow, jungle living with the cenote would be amazing. And okay, so we saw many lands in Tulum, and we were about to get something ejidal.
Yeah. Oof.
About to, but finally, because that's for foreigner is impossible. No, I mean it's like
Yes.
out of the question.
Well, tell some clients that there is
Yeah.
foreigners buying.
Yeah,
a huge
I
one.
think it's not. I don't know what you guys opinate on that, but it's
We,
not
we don't do
safe.
we
Yeah.
don't we don't do
Stay
business
out of
with.
it.
Yeah,
And we advise them
ejidales.
to do so.
Yeah, I do. I prefer the same. Anyway, we were about to get that because it's very attractive to say, with the same money I can buy 1 hectare or I can buy 300 meters. Okay, but finally some kind of spirit came on me and tell me,
Yeah.
no, get 300 meters on a commercial avenue in Tulum, and we got a little land, 300 meters, close to at the time was Super San Francisco de Asís.
Yes.
Yes.
On the crossroad of Coba, on the right side, 150 meters. So I said, okay. But that was a difficult decision because the other side was more than an hectare in Chemuil with the cenote. Well, it was small cenote, but still was like super attractive, but legal point of view.
Yeah.
There no was legal
And
certainty.
commercial, or forget it, in the middle of the jungle, literally. So thank God that I had a sense of
Common sense.
common
came.
sense came, and we got this land. So we got a little land there, and I think I had a good vision because I said, okay, let's get something commercial on the main avenue. Right now, I don't know how much it would be worth
will
it,
grow.
but you don't find it. It's very difficult, and so we get that land and we start building, and so we kind of moved to Tulum, but we were still in the Riviera Maya, but
you
we
still
start
needed
the
to come down
project.
to Playa at that point in Tulum. It was very. If it's
Yes.
small right now,
Yeah.
even then they had less services, so you still have to come here, right?
But
Yeah,
you
all
know,
the time.
that's very important that you said that you went to Tulum in 2009, or you start going every day to Tulum in 2009. That means that almost 23 years ago? 22? 22. 20. Yeah.
no,
No,
less.
sorry. 17.
17
years
16,
ago.
yes.
You know Tulum.
Yeah, no, for
And,
sure.
and you are selling right now properties in Tulum. So that means that you have 17 years of experience on Tulum.
In Tulum, yes.
Maybe not selling.
Yeah. 10 about selling.
Yeah,
the
that's amazing.
The other 7 enjoying.
Listen, that's experience. That's good.
Yeah,
Great.
because it can help you predict what will happen because you were there before the boom and you saw how it was evolving. So it gives you like a little bit of insight on what the market will do in the future according to the behavior of the city, right? So that's why I said it was going to be a replicate of Playa del Carmen. Because in my personal opinion, I think that Tulum boomed because of people trying to replicate what happened here. And they said, hey, I came here late, but for Tulum, I'm early. So let's sell everything, let's build without actually having a plan or structure for the city and for the services. And I think that's why we are at this point in Tulum.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a local. I've been here 32 years.
Wow.
I pretty know the way around here, and it's awesome that you came since 2005. I think I was in secondary. Yeah.
Now it makes me feel old. Okay, let's go.
It's the same with us.
You are not alone.
Yeah, but I mean, it's awesome to see Playa have so many people from so many places and with so many cultures and so many ways of thinking and doing business, and it's a good mixture, and I think that's why Playa is what it is.
And,
Yes.
and
That's what
doing
makes us
good
great.
business, the good mentality, or the way that I told you, when I saw you, I said, okay, she looks like she's very straight with the business. She's doing really good. That's the reason we invite you here to the podcast, because I have that feeling that you are a good person, and now that we are knowing you, that really you're a good person.
Thank you.
And you are doing business in Tulum with a lot of experience, or a lot of years there, and that's good. That's amazing. That's. Sometimes they have the feeling that, hey, because they are from, or they are not from Mexico, they try to take advantage. But no, you came with a really good vibe, and I think that it's helping you to have a really good business right now.
I think it's important what you just say, that maybe some people, foreigner and Mexican, they come here and take advantage of the place, and if everything goes well, and then they do whatever they do and go away.
They go.
In any growing city, we're gonna have that, but hopefully not the majority. And some foreigner like me, for example, that we came and we are doing everything legal, and we did, our process for immigration, paying taxes, and do everything
By the book.
by the book. I think we can afford to this place, and the people coming and going, of course, But this happened with foreigner and
Mexicans.
Mexican.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I tell you, when I see a foreigner do that, I feel I am Mexican in my head, and I think, oh, he's taking advantage. It's no good, but no,
Yeah,
it's not everybody. No, it's
No,
like,
exactly. That's important to not to talk about that kind of people, more to talk about this kind of people. To be good, to do good with where we live, where we are growing with our kids. That's important. A good community, and I think we are doing great. You are doing great in Tulum, so that's amazing.
And which one you like better at this point? I think, for example, Playa has a very huge community for every single nationality. Basically, there's a huge Italian community, Argentinian community. We have also a lot of people from Mexico City. What's the difference, or what do you see between Playa
Do you see that?
and
Mexico City.
and Tulum, right? Which one has a better spot in your heart?
Well, Playa, I first arrived in Playa, so I really love Playa. And I see Playa also growing and booming and getting better and better. Maybe at the beginning with a lot of a bit of more planning than Tulum, but we are getting there. Hopefully, we are learning. It's really, the boom in Tulum was so fast and so. That was difficult. We cannot just say, oh, the government is not doing it. I think it was actually a challenge for everybody.
Of course.
Empresarios.
Yes. A lot of investment was coming real quick.
Yes, and so I think that was challenging. But anyway, Playa, I love it because I first arrived there, so as a spot in my heart. It's very different than Tulum, of course, because Playa now is a city. So I enjoy to come to Playa, go to the Fifth Avenue, a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants. Well, restaurants, we have many in Tulum as well, but the Playa is more like a city. So you come here, you find a bit of everything. And Tulum is different. Tulum is still is smaller. It's a town that is growing.
It has Playa del Carmen feels like 15 years ago.
Yes.
Would you say that?
Yes, but yet I think it's a bit different. For example, if you go down to the hotel zone, we don't have big hotels, and we're never gonna get big hotels. So
There's no
I think the hotel
infrastructure.
zone is like I don't know. I call it like the Walt Disney for adults, because literally it's like restaurant, beach club, small hotel, hotel boutique. Maybe they are growing a little bit. The hotels are getting bigger, but still they are the hotel zone in Tulum is never gonna be like Cancun. It's never gonna be like
No,
Playa. So it's
no.
different. So
It's
it's
totally
good. It's
different.
different because
Yeah.
if you like the vibes, you go in Tulum. If you like the other, you go to Playa or Cancun.
It's for a very specific type of tourist and person, because you have to be very in touch with nature there, since they cannot do the huge buildings and developments that we have in Cancun. So it's more like a eco-chic kind of vibe, where you are in a hut or in a cabin or in a what do you call those
Teepee?
things? Yeah, on a teepee right on the beach and in touch with the nature.
Yes,
kind of thing.
it's different and it's good. I think it's different. So different people go to different places. Depends what they like better.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think
Definitely.
Riviera Maya, we have kind of everything, no? We have a big city. There is no good and bad. It's what you like, what you don't like, no?
Exactly.
You wanna go in the marina and enjoy a boat ride. Tulum is
can.
not because we don't have marina.
Yeah.
But you have Puerto Venturas and Puerto Cancun. You wanna play golf, you go to Tulum Country Club, or you go to Mayacoba, or you go to. You have
There is a lot
bit
of
of
places.
everything
Yeah.
for everyone.
I was speaking with one of my friends at college, and we were kind of comparing what's the difference between here. And he said that Cancun was more like a US oriented kind of city, like Miami.
Yes.
Playa was, he felt like it was a little bit more like a European city because we have so
At the
many
beginning,
natures
at the
and
beginning.
cultures. And Tulum is just kind of a
Hippie style.
retirement place for hippies. That's what he said. At
It's
the moment.
changing, but
Yeah.
yes, so far, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we since the city is developing, you're getting more and more infrastructure, and that means that different kind of investments are coming.
Yes.
It's not a small city, or it's not going to be a small town for long. I mean, at
Yes.
some point, you will see the actual change of the city, right?
And that is thing that Ella said. It was so fast the growing of Tulum that it was a challenge for the government and the municipality. In some point, I remember there was that, and don't go to Tulum because everything is destroyed. Of course, they were putting all the infrastructure that is needed for all the development, all the condos, all the growing that they have, and it wasn't destroying. It's just evolution that the city have. I think right now is much better, right?
Yes, but
feel-
also I think well they changed the PDU, and also they protect two big areas.
Okay.
One is
Siancan?
Parque del Jaguar and one in Siancan. So these
Good.
two big areas they are protected for. They are not building. It's the government open a park and make it also. The growth is just between the Siancan and Parque Jaguar Park. So we have a limited area, touristic limited area that can grow. Okay, it's big, of course, but because we are just at the beginning of the growth. But once this is built, the market is going to be more stable.
Exactly.
That's what is going to happen.
And I
right
think
now we
it's
have a lot
happening.
of lands, a lot of building,
That's
a lot
why
of
good
things.
planning
But
it's necessary because you have a small area.
yes.
Because of these two.
Exactly, and they
protected
are
zones.
protecting it, and they are doing a great job. Right now, something we always mention to the clients is like, okay, would you like to have bought an apartment in front of Central Park 50 years ago? And they say, of course. Yeah, okay. Jaguar Park in Tulum is 9 times bigger than Central Park in New York. So if you get an apartment now, you get it. It's the same deal. You get a good value for your money. They are building in Avenida Coba as well. They are building La Comer and Home Depot.
Yeah, I
Avenida
remember.
Coba with Avenida Tulum. So the growth is there. Those big supermarket and chain, they are not open just because they think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, it's because it's gonna be the hub of the.
Did you see that? She's really good. I want to
the
buy.
city.
Okay,
I'm like, okay, I need an apartment in
let's
Tulum.
go with a good
Exactly.
lawyer and I make a sign.
Let's sign an offer. Amazing.
But
Wow.
I really believe that. Otherwise, I would not be in Tulum myself. I
Of
would not
course.
invest in Tulum myself.
Of course.
Because that's another important part. You cannot sell something you don't believe and you
Yeah.
don't invest yourself. So my little story of little investment I did, because not a huge investment, but since the day I arrive, I see the possibility. I trust the place. I trust Mexico as a country. I trust Riviera Maya. I trust Playa. I trust Puerto Ventura, and I trust Tulum. And so
course.
far, I only had gain out of my real estate investment. So that's why I suggest to do for the clients. I don't sell something I don't trust. So
That's amazing, and that's good because you are not just selling; you believe in what you're selling.
Totally.
So that's important. That make a huge difference with another real estate agents. That they are looking only to sell, gain some money, and as you said, they go away. But you are believing in the place. You are believing in Tulum. You are believing in the best investments. So that's amazing. And before we go, I think we have not too much time. Do you want to say any investments that maybe are in Tulum that you want to speak about?
well, we were in the event where we saw each other last time.
Yeah.
We were in Bacal.
Okay.
And Bacal is right in the Avenida Coba. It's a big complex of 120 apartments. They are
Yes.
already built. They have all this legal certainty. They are immediate deliver. And of course, when we choose to be master broker of some project, we choose legal certainty first, and we check with the good lawyer that everything is in place. And of course, if it's immediately delivered, also is a big plus. Now we have direct finances with the developer of 7 years finances available. Of course, also available the bank.
Financing.
The bank loan, but also direct with the developer if some clients want to get a different kind of loan. And the place we had the event, you saw it, good amenities like hotel. We had a hotel kind of operation available in the complex. So I think it's important we choose something that is really safe for the client, something I would invest myself.
Okay.
And is in front of the Jaguar Park, as I said. No, get your apartment in front of Central Park 50 years ago. This is Bacal right now. In front of Bacal also they are building La Comer and
Home Depot.
Home Depot, which is more than 20,000 square meter project, inside project with 40 commercial places. It's like an enormous project in Tulum, and parking and a lot of things happening in that area. The Avenida Coba now is, I call it in Spanish, La Pechuga Comercial. The Tulum.
Good.
We could translate, I'm not sure how to translate it in English, that one, but it's like the really the commercial center heart of Tulum. And when you get real estate, there are two things that you can get the security for the value to go up for the future. And one is there are some school nearby or supermarket and commercial center. So
of course,
this is like 100% guarantee your property is gonna go up.
For sure.
So that's a good investment. Also, we have another development that this one is pre-sale, but we of course we check all the legal documents, including the MIA. You know, that's another super important part. Is pre-sale, is inside Caibe, is arriving from Playa del Carmen, is basically in front of the ruin. It's a security gated community.
Yes.
And inside that there is this development called Valentina. Also is another good option. Basically, not to make too much publicity, but we choose something that has location. You know, first rule in real estate: location, and also something that is nice and safe, basically.
Valentina and Bacal.
Valentina and Bacal are my two stars at the moment, but of course we are open, and this is something we tell to the clients all the time for the buyer. We have those two projects, but we are not close to these two projects because maybe somebody wanna buy closer to the ocean or wanna buy in Playa del Carmen. We as a Remax, we are open to all the developers, all the safe developers, Riviera Maya, which is very important. We choose which one yes, which one no, and we give out all the possibility to the buyers because it's important the buyers different possibility and choose between different projects, not just between one and two. Some offices then they close themselves to, okay, this is what I sell, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it.
And that's it.
This is not good. I think you have to offer the best for the client, not the best what you want to sell, but the best for their investment. So, of course, these two are in my heart, and I really like them, and I really
believe in them.
That's why I got it in exclusivity, but we are open to others, and we work together end by end. Now it's about 20 years I'm here. Of course, I know a lot of people. We work end by end with safe developers, safe real estate agency. We work together all the time.
Good.
As long as it's safe and good for the clients.
That's
important.
This is important. Amazing. So you have a really good combination, a good person, Ella Bertoni, an amazing brand, Remax, and you can have all of that in Tulum with a great person. Everything is going to be here. So you can contact her. And thank you for coming.
Thank you, and I hope to close many deals with the Secura Law. Really,
thank you.
I really like your firm, so thanks for inviting me, and let's do some work together.
Awesome. That will be great. Thank you.
Have a nice one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.